Hello, welcome to World Now. This weekend is no doubt a busy one as two intergovernmental fora are underway. Leaders have started arriving in Rome for the G20 summit as well as Glasgow ahead of the COP26. Barakat Beremi looks at the two summits and what they hope to achieve.
World leaders gather for a family photo before heading into their first meetings of the day. The G20 summit has officially begun and has the heads of state and government of the world's major economies, together with invited countries and representatives of international and regional organizations. International economic recovery, climate change, COVID-19 vaccines, the supply chain crisis, and energy prices are expected to be key issues. Before the event began, various world leaders met with their counterparts. Among those leaders is Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi, who held a meeting with his Italian counterpart, Mario Draghi. The Italian president also met with US President Joe Biden. President Joe Biden had begun a day of meetings in Italy on Friday, with his first meeting with Pope Francis in Vatican City. The two had met in the past, but this is their first time meeting since the start of President Biden's presidency. White House officials say the two were engaged in extended talks on climate change, poverty, and the coronavirus pandemic.
When you looked at me, they said, boys, that's not how I look at age.
I'm sorry, what is
boys?
UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres has said all roads to success go through Rome and stressed that there is a serious risk that Glasgow will not deliver.
I have long been pushing the G20 to lead a global vaccination plan to reach everyone everywhere. That plan did not materialize, largely because of geopolitical divides. Global coordinated action has taken a backseat to vaccine hoarding and vaccine nationalism. People in the richest countries are getting third doses of vaccine, while only 5% of Africans are fully vaccinated.
This summit is the world's leaders' first face-to-face meeting in 2 years, after pandemic restrictions meant everyone attended last year's summit in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, via video link. But not all invitees are in attendance this year. Russian president, Chinese president, and Mexican president haven't made the journey to Rome, citing COVID issues at home. Presidents Putin and Xi have said they will attend the meetings virtually, but their physical absence from the events will likely change the summit's overall tone.
On the eve of COP26 in Glasgow, all roads to success go through Rome. But let's be clear, there is a serious risk that Glasgow will not deliver. Several recent climate announcements might leave the impression of a rosier picture. Unfortunately, this is an illusion.
These were the words of UN Secretary General on the eve of the COP26, as he calls on world leaders to deliver on their climate commitments. Preparations are underway for the conference in Glasgow, including arrangements for protests expected to rock the summit. COP26 is being described as it has been designated as an event that could lead to major changes in our everyday lives. As a result of worsening climate conditions around the world, there are many issues to be addressed as most countries will set out plans to reduce emissions before the summit begins. But during the 2 weeks, we expect a flurry of new announcements. Many are expected to be very technical, including rules still needed to implement the Paris Agreement. But some other announcements expected include making faster switch to electric cars, speeding up the phasing out of coal power, cutting down fewer trees, and protecting more people from the impact of climate change, such as funding coastal defense systems. Up to 25,000 people are expected in Glasgow, including world leaders, negotiators, and journalists. Tens of thousands of campaigners and businesses will also be there to hold events, network, and hold protests. Extinction Rebellion. At the end of the conference, some form of declaration is expected. Every country will be required to sign up, and it could include specific commitments. Baraka Agberemi, TVC News.
On the banks of the River Clyde.